All right, all right. Hi, it's Mary Langfield. We are back, day 13, talking about body confidence. Today, what I want to talk about is body confidence and who you surround yourself with. Mm, yay, fancy, exciting topic. Yes. All right. So, here's the reason why this is super important. Have you ever done something, made a change that you felt really good about, and you're just going about your own little business, and then somebody who's really close to you asks you what you're doing, and they start kind of getting into it with you? Here's an example. Long, long ago, when I started to really dive into making homemade food, I would make green soup. So it would be like kale, and I would blend it up with other things, maybe Yukon gold potatoes, some leeks and herbs and spices. And I would come to work and I'd have this vat of green soup. It was vividly green. And everybody had an opinion about it. Everybody had an opinion about it. I didn't ask them if they had opinions about it, but they just decided to share their opinions with me. Now, luckily, I'm the kind of person who's like, that's nice, move on. But that's not how everyone is. And so, what I want you to think about is when you are deciding to create more self confidence, you have to really look at the relationships that you have around you and who is being helpful and who might be being harmful. Now, it might not be something they're doing intentionally. They might not really be wanting to ruin your progress or to, you know, put a break on what you're doing. They might not realize they're even doing it. It's just that they have so much fear, they have so much internal shame and self-loathing and whatever that they don't know how to get beyond it. And so they're trying to keep themselves to feel safe. And so they are negating what you're up to because it scares them. So when you think about the people that you are surrounding yourself with, if they have a lot of their own body confidence issues, sometimes it can be hard for you to step into your full confidence because they might want to remind you of all the reasons why you aren't confident. And how did you suddenly change your mind? And how are you, doing X, Y, or Z? And really, it's none of their business. Doesn't matter how close they are to you or how well intentioned they are. And many people who feel like they'd like to change their body because if they change their body, they'll feel better. This kind of interaction can really just feel very jarring. So when you're thinking about implementing and deciding to step into your magnificence, as I like to say, or own your awesome, as I like to say, when you're doing this, you are going to get, in a way, bite back. And when I talk about that in the form of bite back, what I mean is, and I want to hear if this resonates, if you've seen this, whether it's, something else, maybe an exercise program, maybe there's something you want to do, go back to school. But what happens is that there becomes a lot of energy and it's to say, do you really want this? Do you really want this? And so you kind of have to be able to live up and into this sort of a higher level of being. So when people are making comments, if it even happens, that you feel steady, that you feel grounded, and that you feel assured in this is where I'm going towards, and here's how I'd like you to support me. You could shut your mouth. Or you could say it in a different way, right? But you are going to have to, you will be challenged, is all I'm saying. Because if you're moving into a different way of being and you're becoming and allowing yourself to be who you really want to be, sometimes there's a little bit of energy around that's just trying to say, are you really with it? Are you really into it? Are you ready? And it can feel really uncomfortable. So I want you to be prepared for it. And I want you to see how that has shown up in different areas of your life based on whatever it was that you were working on. Again, it could have been something with school, it could have been something with your career, it could have been something with your children or your relationships. But when you think about the people who surround you and how they were supportive or not so supportive, just notice how that was, and then notice how you responded in kind. And so now, as we think about you really grounding in this beauty that is within you, this wonderfulness, this vastness, this divineness that's in you that you're starting to really notice and see, you'll need to anchor into it a little bit more. And as you do, you're actually giving everyone permission to do it as well. All right. So this is like the really exciting thing. The thing I love about my job and what I do is that when I help people feel better in their bodies, physically, mentally, emotionally, but feel better about who they are, everyone around them, it's like a perfume. They're like, "Oh my God, what is that? I want some." And all of a sudden they're feeling more allowed. They get to take up more space. And they want to live into that as well. But first, there's usually a little bit of something that feels like a challenge, that feels a little icky, that feels like, I don't know. So if you've ever experienced this, I'd love for you to drop a comment down below. If you watch this hashtag replay or if you're watching live, give me you know, some feedback of how you may have experienced this in your own life, or how you feel like, oh, well, here's how I might respond if that happened. And so you can mentally and emotionally prepare to start to live into this level of yourself of like, oh my gosh, I get to just be me. And I don't need to worry about what these other people are saying or thinking, or these people who love me who are well intentioned. I can just ignore them, because sometimes you have to put the blinders on until you feel fully ready to take on, you know, certain things with other people. And having the confidence in your body and about yourself, this is all just going to make you feel better and better about your interactions at home, your interactions at work, your interactions just on the go, because you just feel assured in yourself and you just know that exactly how I am is right. And I don't need to acquiesce to people and pretend, um, in some way. So that is our topic for today. Let me know what you think. And if you have any thoughts on other topics, drop them below. You can always pop into the group and share what's going on for you. But most of all, I just want you to know that you are incredible and I can't wait for you to fully acknowledge it. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you want support, you know where to find me. You can drop me a DM. You can comment below if you want. Or I have a link on my main page if you want to schedule a chat. All right.